So, to come back on the Bill Handel story about bullying, for those of you who don't subscribe to my WordPress, I put up a story that Bill Handel was talking about last week, and I'm getting to it rather late, I know, but in the video you see there's this rather large kid who is being backed to his quarter by a smaller kid who's bullying him, and the kid is like dancing to show off his superiority. Anyways, the larger kid takes him and throws him down onto the not asphalt, but cement. That's what it is. Anyways, story is that situation happened after the smaller kid was bullying the larger boy for a while. Both boys ended up being suspended for 5 days, which in most schools is the maximum number of days kids are suspended for. So my response to the situation is that the bully got the appropriate punishment, but the kid who wasn't bullied got a not so appropriate punishment. He got more than what he should have gotten. Now, clearly what the bully did, he got an appropriate punishment. I mean, he was purposely trying to instill fear in another student. Now, I'm not a supporter of the ideal of self-esteem, esteeming yourself highly, but honestly, kids should know that they're loved, that they matter. And when another student gets in the way of that principle, something is wrong with that, and the school should have to deal with that. Now, in middle school, that has happened to me where kids have bullied me, taunted me, and the administration at my middle school was good with that. But most schools, as we see in America, aren't good with that. So, the bully got an appropriate punishment. But the student who was being bullied, yeah, throwing the bully down onto the pavement wasn't such a good idea. Well, actually looking at it from the stance of a conservative, I say it was a good... I'm gonna change. He was defending himself, but of course it's not the best way to defend yourself. I mean, it's not how you're going to defend yourself in the world. So, that's my stance. Forget what I said 30 seconds ago. But he got more than what he should have deserved. For the administration, it's easy to say, oh, you threw him down to the pavement. 5-day suspension. That's more than what he should have gotten. I mean, yeah, he did something that wasn't something he should have done, but honestly, he wasn't tormenting his bully like his bully was tormenting him. He was simply trying to defend himself because he was being bullied. So, I think an appropriate punishment would be something like a 50s video on how to deal with a bully. As for whether or not I should give an apology to the bully, I don't think so. But then again, that's always up to the school. Now, as for the reason why the school gave the boys equal punishment, my view on that is just easy for a school to give the two boys the same punishment. Just easy to give the bullied and the bully the same punishment, rather than think, well, we're giving the bully a 5-day suspension So as for the kid who was being bullied, what would be the correct punishment to give him? Instead, they just, okay, you threw your bully onto the ground. 5 days for you. At most, you should have gone a 1-day suspension. That's my view. They both committed acts of evil. I have to admit that, but one was worse than the other, in my opinion. One was worse than the other. Of course, when it all comes down to it, my opinion doesn't even matter. It's God's view that counts. It's God's view. Anyways, may God be with you. Pravda veritas.